Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today is the formal arraignment of Rebecca and Jake Haro, the monsters who brutalized their child, allegedly. For those of you that haven't been following the case, which I don't know how many people that could be, prosecutors have alleged that Jake and or Rebecca Haro beat baby Emmanuel over time, and that the baby finally succumbed to the injuries. Prosecutors have stated that they believe baby Emmanuel died between August 5th and August 14th. August 5th, make it almost 30 days since baby Emmanuel was killed or died from the injuries, which is still a killing. 30 days in which we still don't know where baby Emmanuel is. Authorities are saying that they have an idea of where baby Emmanuel is. And I have an idea as well. How about you go and get him? The charges against Jake and Rebecca Haro are murder and filing a false police report. Jake supposedly initially, before incarceration, before his arrest, had representation, had counsel. Since his arrest, that attorney has stepped away from Jake. He's the same attorney, allegedly, who represented Jake in Jake's first case in 2018 when he brutalized his daughter and left her blind, unable to speak, with 3% brain function, with a tracheotomy, a feeding tube for the rest of her life. The reason why she has to have a feeding tube is because she was strangled. Her throat was damaged. That and the fact that she can't feed herself. She can't communicate for herself. That's Jake. And in that case, the judge went against the DA. And instead of sending him to prison, gave him work release and probation. That opened the door for him to feel like he can do that to his son. I don't know the name of that judge. Haven't looked it up. Don't care. That judge, if he has any kind of conscience, he or she should really be rethinking their decision. And what's going to happen? Somebody's going to go before that judge. If that judge is still practicing, if that judge doesn't retire, somebody's going to go before that judge on a petty case and get the book thrown at him. Why? Because that judge's guilt over baby Emmanuel being killed by the person that they let out. Since Jake's friend, or I don't know what to call him, decided he didn't want to represent Jake in this case, Jake and Rebecca were both supposedly going to receive counsel from the public defender's office. However, that is a conflict of interest. The public defender's office cannot represent both of the accused. That's a conflict of interest. And so one of them, I'm reading, Rebecca will receive an appointed counsel. Usually it's a private counsel. And I can tell you right now, in my heart, I know and believe whoever's assigned to Jake and whoever's assigned to Rebecca Haro, they hate the job they were assigned. I know a lot of people are going to be upset with whoever's representing these two monsters, but you can't be. Everyone in this country is afforded counsel if they cannot afford one. These people went to law school, passed the bar. They're doing their job. Imagine that. Imagine you go to school and you have all these dreams and fantasies of helping the poor or, fighting crime, whatever it is you have in your mind. And then you get assigned these people that you have to represent and they're guilty. That has to be a horrible job. What's going to happen today? Nothing. If today's formal arraignment goes through, basically it's Jake and Rebecca, you are now charged with, the state charges you with, right? And it's going to be the murder and filing false police reports or filing false reports. And they're going to enter a plea of not guilty, both of them. And another hearing will be scheduled for a later date. And when they come back for that hearing, I'll do another video and I can tell you right now exactly what I'm going to say. Unless Rebecca decides to wisen up and say what really went on in that home, what's going to happen the next court hearing? It's going to be a nothing burger. It's going to be continuance. And these monsters are going to give us new pictures of themselves looking miserable, as they should. Well, at least Rebecca. Jake doesn't care. I believe Jake, in his mind, he really believes he's going to beat this case. I'm willing to bet he's talking to his attorney. As of today, he's going to tell his attorney he didn't do it, that it was Rebecca the whole time. And then he tried to stop her, and he couldn't. Something along those lines. And by the looks of it, Rebecca's ass is going to be telling her attorney, it really happened. Somebody walked up and said, hola. And that's all I remember. He came up from behind and hit me so hard in the back of the head that I got 2 black eyes in the front of my head. And she's going to stick to her stupid story. And she's going to get a whole lot of time in prison protecting a man that, from the looks of it, when we hear the reports, she's had a black eye for a very long time. I wonder who gave her that black eye. I'm sure it couldn't be the guy who brutalized his daughter and allegedly brutalized his son. There's no way he was beating up on his wife too, right? I doubt it. Just ask the judge that let Jake go the first time. That judge will say Jake's never done anything wrong. And Jake should probably get another probation and work release deal out of that judge. If there's a courtroom for just traffic tickets and DUIs, that judge needs to be assigned there. What would make a judge see the evidence of the brutality to a 10-week-old little girl, say, you know what? This guy deserves probation. This guy deserves to do a work release program. I guarantee you Jake's not going before another judge that's going to be that soft. Jake is going to sit in the county for a lot of years, and we're going to be reporting on every court hearing, every bit of evidence. It's not going to die down, Jake. It's not going to die down, Rebecca. We're all watching. And as far as the authorities who have such a great problem with American citizens invoking their rights to freedom of press, despite you guys not liking us holding the camera to you guys, keeping you under the microscope, get on out there and go get baby Manuel. You say you know where he is. You have an idea. Get your asses over there to where you think it is and try. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.